Fits my shirt. You all come in, come in, come in, come in. Let's have a midday live stream. Happy hump day. I think today is Wednesday. Happy hump day to you. And let's have a lunch and learn. As always, I'm usually talking about two things: the economy or spirituality, biblical based methods of the economy and how to adjust to this economic system, right? We know, or many understand, that the Bible is the foreteller of all things. And most importantly, the Bible is a great book about banking. The Bible is a great book about banking. The Bible is a great book about prosperity. Although oftentimes, it is taught from a poverty perspective. When you really dissect the book and when you really look at the Bible, it's more rich and wealthy people mentioned in the Bible than poor people and poor people that live in poverty. So let's talk about this global recession. I was on a Zoom call last night with two great people who just partnership with me in business so they can grow their income. And as many people are paying their bills, their utility bills, right? They are seeing right now the increase in their electrical bill, their water bill, and electrical bill, water bill, and gas bill, natural gas bill, right? I saw an increase in my natural gas bill, and I only have one thing that's even connected to natural gas, and that is my hot water heater. I don't understand the mathematics of it, but hey, it is what it is. So this is why I have shifted. I have shifted from putting my money into equity assets, right? That's going to be equitable. My portfolio and my focus have shifted somewhat from putting my money in equitable assets, like silver, because the economy is shifting, right? Higher utility bills. Okay, this is great, but I know that stacking silver, not that I still don't stack it, but I've shifted my portfolio and my focus into getting cash flow on a daily basis. Because I know this is not liquid. It's not, you can't liquidate it fast. When you need to cash out a silver, right, you have to go to some broker, preferably not a pawn shop dealer, because you're not going to get the full equity in it. So you have to have your broker set up. You have to know where to cash this out. And it could be in your state, it could be outside of your state, right? And so my strategy has definitely shifted as this economy has shifted starting for 2023. Hello, Mr. Roger. I'm drinking my grape juice, right? How are you? Happy New Year. Happy 2023 as well. As because I study the economy, because I study the shift on a daily basis. It's not something I do every once in a while, and it's not something that I depend on the news, right? The media on the tell live vision to tell me. It's something that I read and research, and this is on a daily basis. So as this economic system is shifting, then so does my financial strategy into things that I can easily liquidate. So this is why I combine money, real money, which is gold and silver, God's money, with the new money, which is cryptocurrency. Because when both of those move together, and they will, when both of those are combined, I get cash flow and crypto and commodities in one place. So therefore, I've always told people, goal is not to grow your income. Stacking gold and even stacking silver, even though I love stacking silver because I understand that the shortage will drive prices up. I understand that once this system is flipped to Fed coin, Biden bucks, digital dollar, right? There may be a glitch in the system, and I may have to resort to actually giving or exchanging for commodities, silver, right, in order to put food on my table. I'm not oblivious to that. However, I do understand that this system has not flipped the switch up yet, and cash flow is needed. And I'm not talking about residual income, residually meaning that you have to, in a network marketing world. But I am looking for people who want residual income to join, because the residual income opportunity is there. I'm not just wanting to partnership with people who just want the passive money. I want to partner with people who says, look, this is giving me great returns on a daily basis, and I want to share it with other people so I can get both passive and residual income. Most people don't know the difference between it. Residual is dependent on how many people in a network marketing terms or community that you share an opportunity with, and that they want to collaborate and work in that opportunity with you. Great benefits to that, have no issues. But passive is whether you share it with no one, you financially are getting help. I want people who want the best of both worlds. And I want people who understand the importance of new money and old money, and the collaboration of cryptocurrency and commodities. Because people, as I was saying, I'm on this Zoom last night, and beautiful couple from out of Tennessee. They even written, they are authors of a book, Cryptocurrency for Beginners. And we were on the Zoom. They're excited. They came in into the crypto and commodities opportunity with me. And one of the things that we were talking about or discussing was when Deion Sanders made the change, the shift, as this economy is shifting to Colorado. In his opening speech, he says, I'm coming. Right? He says, I'm coming. And we just added a TS to that and said, it's coming. It's coming, people. Whether you're watching this live or you watch this on the replay, I want you to put in the replay, I want you to hashtag it's coming. I don't think people believe that, but it is coming. If you study the International Monetary Fund, the bankers from a global perspective, they've told you it's coming. If you're paying attention to the price of your groceries, and if you paid attention to the price of gas last year, that's a forecast of it's coming. If you paid attention to your utility bills increasing in January of 2023, or at the gas pump, it's up 13 cents, even 20 cents in some places. And I read that California is experiencing some type of commodity crisis with their water. Again, not only California, but Arizona, and still in Jackson, Mississippi, there's a water crisis. All of these crises are centered around commodities. It's coming. So if you're not in cryptocurrency and commodities, you cannot see that it's coming. In fact, let me pull up this video. I watched this video by this great YouTuber that I love, and I'm going to share this with you because he had a very great clip from the IMF, right? And the IMF specifically saying that this is a global recession, people. All currencies, all countries are moving away from paper, physical, cash currency, and it will be digital. It will be a digital system. So if you're ready, that's right, Mr. Roger, it's coming. It's coming. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide, and Lauryn Hill gonna find you. I mean, it's coming. Whether and it's gonna be different type of people. It's gonna be people they're gonna want to riot, they're gonna want to protest, they're going to act aggressively and angrily. They're going to feel like the government did not do the best. You're going to have a conversation about let's impeach Biden, and let's vote somebody else in. Listen, People ask me, am I Democrat or Republican? I'm purple. I'm not red or blue. I'm not team red, I'm not team blue. I'm purple because I understand that they are unified. Left wing, right wing, same bird. That the bird has to fly, the plane has to fly. They can't cut off a wing, right? And not do it. Now, what they give you for the media, you can believe that if you want to. But when the cameras are shut off and the lights are off, they are all in cahoots somewhere because they know where this economy is going. So it's only the people that don't want to see, that want to be, and this is, no disrespect against Stevie Wonder. I love his music, but this is just that want to be blind to the fact, right? And most people that's blind visually can still, blind in sight can still have visionary. In fact, I have someone on the team that sight is legally blind but still has the vision, and that's investing in cryptocurrencies and commodities. So just because you have sight does not mean you cannot see. Yeah, I'm team purple. Team purple because I understand that they are working together. They're in cahoots. And you have to SOS save yourself. So let's listen to this. I thought this was great information to share.
What time it is, let's get right into it. Reuters showing us being ready for anything is top priority for 2023. That should be everyone's top priority, being ready for anything that is thrown at us this year, because a lot of things are going to be thrown at us. We're already seeing some very interesting things take place in the beginning of this year. One of them being this right here. Just 3 days in, U.S. regulators issue a post FTX collapse crypto warning to all banks. Pay attention, the Federal Reserve, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corp put out a joint statement. They all came together, put out a statement that reminded banks of their safety and soundness obligations and outlined risks they see in the cryptocurrency sector. Though the statement noted that banks aren't prohibited from doing business with companies that operate within the law, the regulators raised several red flags for those hoping to dive deeper into crypto related activity. So the things that we saw take place in 2022 is ringing a lot of alarm bells off in regulators right now. And we've been seeing that, and we're seeing more of that as time goes on. And it's proof of that right here. Now, the list highlighted risks that include the potential for fraud, scams, and deceptive practices, in addition to the susceptibility of stablecoins to even bank runs. Imagine that. Now, the statement also named issues such as uncertain redemption rights and unknown custody practices at crypto businesses as areas of concern. So, Fed, OCC, and the FDIC getting involved, putting out a statement, giving warnings to banks about what could potentially happen in the crypto space. Now, here we can see, based on the agency's current understanding and experience to date, the agencies believe that issuing or holding as principal crypto assets that are issued, stored, or transferred on an open, public, and or decentralized network or similar system is highly likely to be inconsistent with safe and sound banking practices. Given the significant risks highlighted by recent failures of several large crypto asset companies, the agencies continue to take a careful and cautious approach related to current or proposed crypto asset related activities and exposures at each banking organization. So we know they're putting this out for one major reason, and that's because they know the banks are still going to get involved in the crypto space. They have to. Why? Because crypto is a part of this digital revolution. And they
So just want to share that with you, right? I mean, crypto is a part of this digital revolution. It is coming. People that are mainly into cash are definitely, you're in the system. You're not outside of the system, and your cash is going to be highly depreciated. It's going to be highly devalued, and even when this Fed coin system comes into play, you're going to have strict regulations on it, right? You're going to have strict regulations on the length of time that you can make purchase. So there's going to be absolutely some people, and this is beyond investing, but there's going to be absolutely some people that have no money outside of the system, and so they will need government help. This is where the IMF, the International Monetary Funds, comes in and say, you know what, you will own nothing. You won't own anything, but you'll just be happy to survive. You'll be happy. Another thing, short clip that I want to share with you all for people that don't know who the International Monetary Fund, and their name is exact of international, just to educate you on a broader basis. I'm going to share this clip as well with you. And this is just more so like a forewarning that it's just really no place I would be right now than crypto and commodities. Because we don't know when the pump for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, or XLM will happen. But I'm going to show you the pump for commodities, even though oil is at an all-time low, the pump for commodities is going to come faster than the pump for the blue chip or cryptocurrencies, right? For the pump for commodities backed by crypto will happen faster than these other cryptocurrencies, right?
For most of the world economy, this is going to be a tough year, says the IMF Managing Director, Kristalina Georgieva. Why? Because the three big economies, US, EU, China, are all slowing down simultaneously. There's some major admissions being given here. They speak about how the worst is yet to come, some devastations coming up. Pay very close attention to this video.
One of your IMF researchers gave a pretty dire prediction. Overall, this year's shocks will reopen economic wounds that were only partially healed post-pandemic. In short, the worst is yet to come. And for many people, 2023 will feel like a recession. What do we need to brace for?
This is what we see in 2023. For most of the world economy, this is going to be a tough year, tougher than the year we leave behind. Why? Because the three big economies, US, EU, China, are all slowing down simultaneously. The US is most resilient. The US may avoid a recession. We see the labor market remaining quite strong. This is, however, mixed blessing, because if the labor market is very strong, the Fed may have to keep interest rates tighter for longer to bring inflation down. The EU, very severely hit by the war in Ukraine. Half of the European Union will be in recession next year. China is going to slow down this year further. Next year would be a tough year for China. And that translates into negative trends globally. When we look at the emerging markets and developing economies, there the picture is even direr. Why? Because on top of everything else, they get hit by high interest rates and by the appreciation of the dollar. For those economies that have high level of debt, this is a devastation.
Now, the IMF tweeted out, as more countries adopt new forms of digital money, the IMF has designed its policy advice to help countries and create a more stable international monetary system. Look at this. Digital forms of money are diverse and evolving, but the challenges to policymakers are also stark, complex, and widespread. Look at the image they use. Understand what they're telling you. The system is changing. The international monetary system is changing. The way people use money is changing. We have digital forms of money rapidly being used. They already exist, and now they're starting to be used. So let's dive into it. Major structural transformations are underway. We've told you this before. Like I said, if this is your first rodeo, first time here, just getting into the space, just starting to understand what's going on in the world around you when it comes to this digital revolution, okay, the key word here is transformations. It's been the key word. It's going to continue to be the key word as we move through this digital revolution, right? We are transforming, we are shifting, we are transitioning, we are migrating to a new era of money. And the IMF states policymakers should seize the opportunities. Notice how every time we see something regarding a crisis, there is also an opportunity coming from these organizations, okay? Crisis upon crisis, as you can see here. And what do they speak on? They speak on seizing the opportunity of said crisis. It kind of reminds me.
So there we go, people, seizing the opportunity in crisis. There's going to be, for some people, it's going to be chaos, but for some people, it's going to be prosperity. For the people that's positioned, for the people that's making the necessary moves into this transition, if you just have money, and if you don't have money into cryptocurrency that's outside of the government system, I don't know. I just, you know, I having my, and I always emphasize this, right? And let me finish returning this text. But I've always emphasized this, that having money outside the system is gold and silver is great. And having money in cryptocurrencies that are true cryptocurrencies, blue chip cryptocurrencies, but even having them in cryptocurrencies backed by commodity is better, right? Because you have a tangible commodity that's easily to liquidate. Whereas most people, they stack this and they don't even know how to liquidate it if time came. If they needed something done in 24 hours, they don't know how to get it liquidated back into cash. If someone woke up, for example, and unexpectedly had to turn off because maybe they just forgot to pay the light bill and they didn't, the water bill, and they didn't have the money in the account, they don't know how to liquidate this to get the cash that they need. With this, what I'm telling you all about, everything is at the click of everything is at the click of a mouse. I'm trying, and I'm gonna pull that up for you, right, as well. So it's having things that's easily liquidated, right? It is going to be very, very big right now, and having things that's moving with the economy is going to be big as well. So with that being said, US, the oil is dropping. I got more of this crypto that was backed by oil because oil is dropping, but they are already forecasting. This was just released 3 hours ago, that they see oil prices, right, topping again over $100 a barrel. So while I have the opportunity to see, people are made rich in the bear market, right? People are made rich when they buy the dips, when they quote unquote see blood on the streets, when things are cheap, when they go on sale, when they are in the red. I've never understood quite fully why people would, for example, get into Bitcoin at its all-time high when it's $69,000. I never quite fully understood that, right? I never quite fully understood why people was just see things increasing, and then they have the fear of missing out, and then when the dip happens, they're 80% down on their initial investment, and they have to wait a long time. Because once you get educated about something, once you have the forewarning of what's going to happen, then the time to get in is while, as this old song used to say, this old television show about The Price is Right. The time to get in is when the price is right, where you are positioning yourself, right? Where you are positioning yourself to take advantage of when the prices spike. And now you have this entry point at a very low price. So they're telling you that commodities is going to spike. In fact, they're saying that they're predicting $7 gas prices again during the summer. So what I'm doing right now is, while oil is low, I purchase as much as cryptocurrencies backed by oil, that's also known as black gold, as I could. Because why? Well, oil prices are dropping right now. Right? They're low right now. So you get in low, and you get the biggest gains when the price is raised, when they're high. So people, this is pretty much this. I'm not making this live stream very lengthy, but I want you all to look at why they're saying oil prices are dropping right now is because they are in fear of a global recession. Oil prices, let me show you this before I log off, and I'm on my way to the gym. Because of fears, this is why crude oil is low right now. Because of fears of a global recession. So with this being said, right, and then 80% of Americans already said they fear that the recession is coming. So oil prices have tumbled this week. Trading sessions. This is why I'm getting the dip, right? Brent crude oil fell 2.73 cents per $79 a share. We know last summer crude oil was like at $122, and that made a lot of millionaires from people. In fact, 1,300 millionaires from people that were invested in this cryptocurrency backed by crude oil. So I wasn't positioned last summer, but I am positioned now. Right? Let me say that again. I wasn't positioned last summer because I didn't know about this crypto. I didn't know about it. It's exclusive information. It's insider information. Someone sent me a message says, where can I get this on Coinbase? You cannot get it on Coinbase. You can't get it on crypto.com. Just like any other opportunity, and it's it's not an ICO opportunity, which is an initial coin offering where people offer, they're trying to get investors to come in and invest in the project to make it successful. Right? This is not this. This is not that. So with that being said, people, you have a little dip, not a lot. It says 79.86. But the reason why it has fallen is due to the state of the global economy. And have you all been researching and studying about China and the C-19? Have you all been seeing that? I don't watch much television, but I don't even know if they are broadcasting this on the television. But this is what I can say, right? That from what I've seen and everything on my laptop that I research and study, is that China said their C-19 is getting worse and worse by the day. And I just showed you the IMF video about the biggest economic systems, and that when China and Europe and all of these Africa, when these countries shut down, because this is a global collaboration. This is not just going to be something that the United States is going to experience. And if you're outside of the United States, you can invest in these crypto commodities with me. It's not just, deemed to the United States. And so not only are people seeing higher bills, they're going to get less tax returns. Of course, this is dependent on your earned income credit as well, how much income you make. But if you qualify for child tax credit, your child tax credit is being changed, right? It's being changed from $3,600 a month per child to $2,000. That's a $1,600 decrease or less per child than before. So you have 3 children. Oh my God, I'm getting text messages out the chain. So if you have 3 children, that's almost a $5,000 decrease, right at $4,800. So why are you getting less money back? Because the government give it and the government take it away in the time that you need it most. They gave you that upfront CTC credit, that upfront stimulus. They're getting it back. They're getting it back. It's coming, people. So, according to this article, experts and even the IRS are warning tax refund, a stickier shot will happen for the 2022 tax returns because of some of the pandemic benefits that padded refund checks expired in 2021. Also, CTC, child tax credit, reduction in child tax, and tax credit. And people, listen, this is why I have the website, Millie Moves, right there on the screen. You can go to their website and you can get additional tax credits. Up 470 plus. So if you are a small business owner, 6-figure income, or W-2, just a regular, employee, and you make 6 figures, you will want to have a home-based business. The government, the IRS, the feds has hired about 85,000 or more tax agents. And yes, they call them agents. To even start now for persons or people that earn under 50K a year that would not likely get audited, they hire more agents to start auditing people that earn under 50K because they felt like that these people get less audited. So having tax professionals, even charitable donations are more difficult. A charitable deduction of $300 or $600 for married couples was able to be claimed even if you didn't itemize. So those seeking the benefit from this charitable contribution now must itemize, and all itemized deductions, including those charitable, must exceed the standard deduction. This is all to say that preparing early and prepping and having that home-based business, I was telling you all about giving those 470, creating 470 tax credit, stacking up on your commodities. I like silver, but know how to liquidate it, and having your cash flow and your personal credit score until it is officially that all creditors will be looking at the FICO 10 and the FICO 10T. They've already announced if you're a home buyer, it's going to go from the FICO 10T credit score. Almost 80% of Americans think the United States will experience a great economic difficulty. So my question is, if 80% of Americans feel this way, and I was trying to show that video, it went away, about a global recession. I saw it popping up. Then how is the 80% prepared? I'm not talking to the 20% that don't even see it coming. I'm talking about the one that can see. Like, what are you doing to prepare? It's better to be proactive than reactive. So again, tax season starts. Your refund will be smaller. Child tax credit gets smaller, right? Your charitable deductions amount is smaller. So much. I talked to my tax preparer friend. He said he's just getting back from being updated on the tax changes that are made. So if you have someone under the shade tree doing your taxes, I would not advise that. Over 85,000 agents going to be hired. So this is the cryptocurrencies. This is the commodities. The black gold is up 6.71% today. This is real digital gold. It moves with, you can retrieve this and invest in it digitally, and then request for the physical gold to be sent to you. And what's so outstanding about this is people right now, it's at $97. Do you know how much 1 ounce of physical gold is right now? It's about $1,800. And you can get this on a residual basis. This is the blockchain technology that operates all of these cryptocurrencies backed by commodities. It's DET, the decentralized, eco-friendly blockchain technology system. It is up 4.74% today and is expected to be listed on Binance in the very near future. DET was released in 2021, and a year later, it's at $20, a little over a year, maybe 13 months later. This is how big getting in these opportunities now. See, natural gas is down 9%. Grow is a high yield agriculture backed by weed, hemp, cocoa beans, make chocolate, make cocoa plants, soybeans, and carbon credits. If you don't understand about carbon credits, you need to research Bill Gates' involvement in carbon credits to make the earth more eco-friendly. And mangroves, research mangroves is where all of this is in grow. Mangroves produce a high amount of CO2 to help the carbon credits, to help the economy, to help cleaner air, right? To get the pollution out of the air and the environment. And it helps, mangroves helps with hurricane weather, some harsh weather as well. And then you have XPLR. A big announcement is coming next week for big XPLR is going to be the first satellite technology that finds all of these commodities in the earth, because these are tokens, crypto backed by these commodities. And all of these commodities have a different vibration within the earth realm. So they have this high-tech technology that's going to be the first ever that's leased into space because of the collaboration with Elon Musk and SpaceX, Boeing, rocket ships, engineering, airplane company, Boeing. You take flight, you may be on a Boeing airplane, right? Connecting with Boeing and Google Earth. This collaboration is, and you can get in on the dip right now. This is still under 1 cent. And then you have aluminum that's taking a dip. So our commodities right now are just resting so they can reset. And when they reset, they're going to come with a vengeance. They're going to grow your money astronomically if you are positioned. So you get the passive income, which means you decide when you get a minimum amount built up in your portfolio, if you want to cash out for the cash amount. This is my portfolio, right? The total value. Or I decide, and this is the software that I invested in. It's called mining. Some people say minting. This is the amount that's mined as passive crypto money. Passively. Every day. My money is working for me when I'm not working, and it's working when I'm sleeping. As Warren Buffett says, if you don't know how to make money in your sleep, you're going to work for the rest of your life. This is how you get rich in a recession. you get these cryptos and commodities. Clay says, what's 1 cent? I didn't say anything was 1 cent, Clay. I said you still have some things that's under a penny, that's under 1 cent. I said that's the decentralized, eco-friendly blockchain is the brain technology that runs and operates this digital software for all these cryptos. It has just been released. Go research it on CoinMarketCap. In 2021, under 1 cent in 2021, and a year later, it's at $20 and it's up 4.95%. But you still have black gold. Digital gold is at $97. You still can get back in black gold that's made over 1,900 millionaires. Let me make sure. Let me log into my app to make sure because it's a little small on my laptop. Black gold is still under 1 cent, Clay. It's at 005701. You have Explorer at 01138. Aluminum, right? Aluminum was the biggest cash flow return just a couple of weeks ago. In fact, aluminum and grow and natural gas was just released in May of last year. So not even a year yet. Because all of these cryptos have to have the backing of the commodities before they are, listed. And they have to have the physical commodities use cases that's retrieved from the earth. And this is where you have XPLR, again, big collaboration with them, and aluminum. And this is the passive. You get crypto and you get cash flow simultaneously. As you can see, this one, I have mostly black gold. I have some aluminum, and I have the XPLR, and I also have some of the DEBT crypto. But again, you're welcome, Clay. I'm doing a Zoom tonight at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time for those who want to get started today, which will be 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So if you text CC to 331-444-5556, you must be a member. You cannot buy these on the open market. You cannot buy these on crypto.com, Binance, Coinbase, anywhere. You have to be a member first, and then I'll show you how to get your digital software so you can get both cash flow, cryptos that's backed by commodities at the same time. All right, you all, thank you for tuning in. Let's prepare for this recession. Let's get rich in this recession. And people, just know it's coming. And the people are not prepared. As Mr. T would say, and I'm saying this as Michael Jackson would say, with love, the people that's not prepared, I really pity the fool. I said it with love. Michael Jackson said with love. Mr. T said, I pity the fool. In the Bible, it states that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And most people just stop right there with that scripture, right? They stop right there. But the scripture goes on to say, and because they have rejected knowledge, I have rejected them. Do you know there are some actual people that are saying that they are Christ-like or Christians, but they have rejected this knowledge? They have rejected knowledge. Wisdom, Bible says knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, a trinity. Yes, they even have a wallet within that wallet that you can exchange it to. And yes, you can back into your cold wallet, or if you want to, it's connected to BNB, Binance. You can convert these into the Binance exchange as well. I'm holding my tokens, but if people want to cash out, I'm holding it to the tokens reach the all-time highs and just spike up. Then you can convert that into BNB. It's connected with BNB and Binance. So BNB or Tether, and it has to be because these are like Tether is a commodity already, or USDC coin. But yes, you can back that on your wallet, and then they even have a wallet that you can transfer for security and you have to have your two-factor authenticator for extra layer of security activated. And Clay, you have a mnemonic phrase. You have a mnemonic phrase, so top-notch security to keep things away. All right, you all, text that number on the screen. Visit the website for tax to create you some tax money, tax credit. And I'm signing out. You all have a great day.